Welcome to Landguard Fort, particularly the chapel bastion. There is a tragic story attached to this particular part of the fort. In the mid-1700s, a Portuguese wife of a paymaster sergeant, Maria was her name, she was involved in a little bit of a scandal where a lace handkerchief went missing. There's no proof that she took it, but she became the scapegoat. Her husband had to put up with snide remarks from his colleagues. It so much preyed on his mind that he left the fort for approximately 6 days. He returned of his own volition. At his court-martial, he pleaded guilty to desertion, was taken into the moat and shot. That left Maria miles from home, nobody liked her here at all, so the strain got to her and she lost her mind and threw herself off the chapel bastion to her death. We have reenactment groups that come here from time to time, camp in this area, and they have reported being awoken by a woman moaning and crying and speaking a foreign language. I was taking a group of school children round one day. As we approached the chapel bastion, one little girl said to me, "I can hear someone crying." You have to make your own mind up about that. During World War I, apparently we don't know whether it was a prank or a barrack room punishment, but a chap was thrown into a bathroom full of cold water, hit his head and died. There are reports that he is still about. Welcome to the playground. In the late 1700s, a chap returned from overseas. After a few days, he started to develop pustules and such like. They were afraid it was the plague, so he was isolated in here, and this is where he died. During the Second World War, one of the chaps on guard duty decided to sneak in here to have some sleep. Obviously, with the boilers and such like, he was overcome with carbon monoxide poisoning and died. Reportedly still here. This room, sometimes you get a strong scent of a very flowery perfume. Now this has been smelled by at least 4 of the volunteers that are in here. Nobody in here, nobody been in for a while, but there is this very flowery perfume that you can smell. This is the Holland Bastion. This is the only part of the fort that overlaps with the original 1624 fort. 1667, when the fort was attacked, 1 casualty, a Marine. Guards during the Second World War have reported seeing him still on duty, wandering around. During the Second World War, a naval rating was carrying a heavy battery down these steps, slipped, fell down the steps, broke his neck. We have reports he is still about here. The bathroom incident that I told you about earlier, one of the guys involved was so overcome with grief that he actually brought himself into the magazines and hung himself. People have reported seeing him about.